course, she meets a ragtag group of misfits. And what are they all? They're all minorities, and they're all stealing. This is so great, just so brave and stunning. And it just makes me feel seen as a black person. It really did something for me, right here. To see us stealing and doing underhanded things is just so much part of our culture that it brought tears to my eyes. All of us don't steal. The majority of us don't steal. Okay? The majority of us do not steal. Good Lord, man.
All right, let's go. Up the latest Peppa Pig action figures and celebrating an International Day of Play. Listen, we're talking about butt plugs, baby. You get your little Peppa Pig, your little Piggly Wiggly, got the little tail. You pop that sucker in and then you pull it out. And then it's going to be covered with Jello pudding. Dusty, what are you talking about? Oh my God.
Yeah, I stole a bit of Elite Legend because I didn't want to have another blank opening. I mean, 3 times in a row, give me a break. I'm not Hasbro.
Off, be a critic. Be a fan.
Don't ask questions. Just consume product and then get excited for next products.
Tip-off!
Hasbro. Joe fans, it is PulseCon time. You literally can make Hasbro.
What a copy. What a copy.
Yes, I know there's assholes out there saying like, wait, so this guy wants us to send him money to do nothing? So you're thinking about you when you say that.
Fuck off! How fucking dare you make a sensible financial move!
Dick and all of this dicking.
You turned yourself into a meme on that one.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
Hasbro doesn't seem to be doing very well right now, Bobby. I don't know if you...
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, it's not a toy industry thing because you don't see other companies laying off over 100 people and having bad earnings reports and this and that.
Good evening. Do you know what time it is? Well, I do. But, since this is a recording, by the time you hear this, it's going to be a different time. So that would be kind of foolish for me to tell you what the time is. Moving on. You might be wondering why we aren't broadcasting from DFW Joe Show. Since all the cool kids are there. It's called mandatory work training. And it sucks. During the cybersecurity portion of it, the AI presentation actually contained a question about whether you can use AI for work. AI asking if it's okay to use AI. I damn near threw my computer out the window, I'm telling you right now. On to the news. It turns out Sabrina Carpenter was not mimicking the Spinal Tap cover. She was actually paying an homage to the Bret Hart-Shawn Michaels Iron Man match. Who knew? And of course, the dominating news story. Hasbro's No Joe June was said to be a live stream every week, turned into one. I will say, this is not a good sign. Now they say, oh yeah, we're going to have a live stream on Monday the 30th, the last day of the month. Maybe. Who knows? No one cares anymore. Honestly, on a public relations perspective, this is a shit show. I really can't see of any way that they're going to pull anything out. Well, except for maybe their heads out of their asses. Now, one additional detail about the Yojo June live stream that's happening Monday. There was no announcement on any of their official channels about this. Instead, it was the YouTubers who were actually talking about it, who had official slides that apparently don't exist anywhere else. Gee, could it be that Hasbro cut down the PR team to the point that now they're using the free ones from the YouTubers? I mean, stands to reason it would save them a shit ton of money. I mean, they might have to give them an action figure once in a while, but hell, that's a lot cheaper than a regular PR guy, I gotta say. SH Figure Arts revealed a new Cyclops figure that people went gaga over until they really started looking at it. The weird flat part in the screaming head and, well, let's face it, that Pride Month pose really does not make this figure desirable. And then you start realizing he has a banana hammock. It's actually pretty bad, but it's going to be a premium price. Get your wallets ready. Me, I'm getting my wallet ready to go hibernate. I ain't going near this son of a bitch. Ironheart premiered this week. First off, Robert Downey Jr. did a touching call to whoever's playing Riri Williams. I forgot her name already.
Alright, let's go!
And then it got revealed that he got paid $1 million for this. I can make a phone call for $1 million and act like I care. And Ironheart's debut was not treated well. Could have something to do with, you know, having minorities in a sort of stereotypical light of being thieves and robbers. That might be why it's not going over so well. Of course, if you say that, you get labeled a racist and a sexist. Because it was made when the playbook was the norm, and it's still being played. Because they really don't know what else to do. They can't just say, we made a shitty show. Sorry, guys. Let's move on. How about learning to write something competently? That would be a skill that might be applicable to these TV shows and movies that keep going bleh. By the way, that was a professional bleh. The final trailer for Fantastic Four premiered. First off, Mr. Grimm, no, It's Clobbering Time is not just for the cartoon. Get out of here with that shit. Second, how the fuck are you growing a beard? What the hell? Okay, now my opinion has gone really far down on this movie. I'm not... There's some weird shit going on is what I'm saying. Subpar 7 had a DTOF. Boog's taking credit for it. And maybe one person. It was really kind of sad and pathetic. I don't know, maybe you guys shouldn't be spending all this money to these conventions if this is the kind of turnout you get. But they showed off some new reaction figures. Falcon and Jinx, because, yeah, those were high on my list. Royal Guard, because, yeah, everybody wants that one. And Once a Man Cobra Commander. I mean, seriously, is Lenny telling them what to make? What the hell? The SDCC exclusive Rhino was revealed. What's an extra in the box? T-Bob and whatever Kid Tracker name is. I always forget his name. He's stupid. Anyway, then the price tag got revealed. $175 fucking dollars for those two? You're trying to tell me those are worth $75? Get the fuck out of here with that. I was already mad about the $100 for the Rhino. No, this is an abomination. How dare you, loyal subjects? Don't you sit there and lie and say that you're not trying to gouge prices. This is a very clear indication you're gouging prices. Oh, Hasbro made us pay a big licensing fee. Yeah, maybe that's a bad deal and maybe you shouldn't take it. You ever think about that? It's called business sense. called using your brain for something besides keeping your damn ears apart. It's called not being greedy. So apparently Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom ended their engagement. Their 9-year engagement. Shit, dude, after 9 years, one of y'all was holding out and wasn't going to take the plunge. Forget it. Doesn't matter. Honestly, I never even knew they were together. It was just kind of weird. Just sort of happened, but boy, Katie's having a bad year, ain't she? So The Simpsons announced a new wave, I think it's 5. Grandpa Simpson, this lady who's always in the show, and I always forget her name, and I saw her name on the list, and then I forgot it again because I really don't care. Bart, and whoever that guy is on the end. Doesn't really matter to me, I'm just mentioning it. I mean, after the family, what are you going to do, right? Rumors are flying that both Taylor Swift and Sabrina Carpenter are in talks to play Dazzler. This is that bullshit because, you know, they just want to keep talking about it. John Carpenter's The Thing turned 43 years old today. Why do I mention this? Because it's a goddamn good movie. Go watch it. Mattel has revealed the Fright Zone for Origins. $92 freaking dollars! This thing is not even a fourth of the plastic of Snake Mountain. Mattel done lost their minds. This is the Jurassic Park gate all over again. Well, of course, no one's calling this out because it's like, ooh, I want my Fright Zone. It was a shitty place at to begin with. Let's move on. I mean, the only good feature about it was the little rubber puppet. They even took that away. It made him out of another plastic thing. Can't even get that much joy out of it. And that's the Toypocalypse news for the week. Remember, everyone, book invented being irrelevant. Have a good one.